Okay, so what is this?
Falcon.
It's a falcon. What kind of falcon?
Gray.
Gray falcon. Peregrine falcon. Yes, this is a peregrine falcon.
He says, I know I'm a peregrine.
And so let's talk a little bit about him and why we have him, and then we'll talk about what makes him a falcon. So first of all, his name is Altair, which is actually the name of a star that means fast flyer. How clever is that? So clever.
Wendy came up with that.
I did.
When we picked him up, his name was Jack.
We didn't think Jack was a good name for him, so now he's Altair, which is cool. So Altair, so his story's kind of confusing, and Kathy can probably explain it a little better. But he was captive bred, so meaning he was his parents were in captivity when his egg hatched, and so he's been around humans pretty much his whole life. He was going to be a falconer's bird, so he was going to be used to hunt, but he was never really acclimated to life as a falcon, and actually kind of thinks he's a human. It's what's called imprinted. So he was, since he was raised a lot with humans, he thinks he's a human, pretty much. He doesn't know he's a bird. He can fly. He's not injured in any way but up here in his little head.
Dare you talk about it? You watch me, I'll take your finger. I know.
So, but what happened is, the falconer that was going to have him went out to fly him one day. He was probably full. He'd probably eaten already and wasn't hungry, and so he flew and had no incentive to come back. So he just stayed gone. He was found wandering around Springville, Utah, walking around, because he'd rather walk than fly. It's true.
And chirping.
And chirping. That's kind of a begging. So he was walking around begging, chirping, and so somebody found him, caught him, took him to a rehabilitator, and she realized nothing was wrong with him except for he was imprinted. So they called Kathy and said, "Do you know anyone who wants a falcon?" And she said, "I do." So he lives with her. Yeah, he lives with her. He is, like I said, he is still a wild animal. He's not her pet so much. She has to have a permit to have him from the federal and the state government. She has to have, there's certain requirements that she has to have in order to keep him. One of them is to do lots of programs, because he is an educator.